Hi everybody, this is Agla with ADVRIDER, and today I am super excited to talk to Paul Hurst here in Arequipa, Peru. Paul is like a Dakar super fan. He's been chasing and following the race for years now, and he also volunteers with the ASO, helping to decide which sections of the desert might be too difficult or too dangerous for the competitors to go through. So I'll let Paul explain exactly what he does and how. Paul, thank you so much
But
for...
I don't decide that.
Yeah, absolutely. But you do go into the desert and you do report as a volunteer to the ASO which sections are maybe too tricky, is that right?
Not me directly, but as I told you last time, Juan Valdivia, he's from Peru, and he organizes, how do you call it, driving into the desert, trips, weekends. And there's a famous one that is in the month of November or beginning of December that is called Duna Grande. It's like an off-road festival. Sometimes it's 3 days, sometimes it's 4 days now. And he gives you tracks or waypoints so that you can enter the desert in groups, in organized groups with a leader. And we get into the desert and we sleep inside in the dunes. And normally those routes we make during these joy trips, some of them are part of Dakar Rally, because the organizers already know safe places, and Juan Valdivia does also.
So when you get into the desert, how do you navigate? Because you go way off the beaten path, right? You don't use roads.
No, there's no roads inside.
Yeah. How do you navigate?
GPS, and we use as a reference the tracks that we have made during the year. Normally it's not too big section, so let's say like Ica is something like dunes, and I gave you the pictures. No? It's like all the dunes are in just one section, but the thing is they do this, no? But if you have the tracks, you already know more or less reference points. I normally look for the highest point. The highest point early in the morning, and I listen to the helicopters and the first bike. And then we see him and we follow those.
Which sections in January, in this Dakar Rally, which sections do you think are going to be the most difficult for the competitors?
The truth, all of it. But extremely difficult, Tanaka.
That is between Pisco and San Juan de Marcona, that area?
Tanaka is between San Juan de Marcona and Arequipa.
Okay, so south of San Juan.
But near to San Juan de Marcona. From San Juan de Marcona to Chala, between those you have Tanaka, and you're gonna know what place it is, because it's right besides the ocean. You have the road, and then you have the white dunes of Tanaka.
And you said this is going to be particularly difficult because the sand is really soft.
Because the sand is soft, but the grains are thick. So kind of you step on it and your foot goes right down, because it's really, really soft, and it's also technical. You don't have nice places. It's all full of holes. That's where I would say maybe 20% of Dakar competitors stopped or gave up this year, in January. Something like 20%. Trucks, bikes, quads, all of them, because it's really complicated.
What about the first stages in the very beginning, from Lima to Pisco to San Juan de Marcona?
Lima, Pisco it's just how do you call it? Liaison?
Liaison stages.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's straight, big highway. And in Pisco you have, right beside the road normally, there's the vivac, and there's the spectator areas very well señalados, and you can see it there. Plus, the spectator area goes into the desert. No? Pisco, normally it's a loop from Pisco to Pisco, and you have plenty of tricky dunes there. Not too high, but very tricky.
So that's dunes. Then Tanaka is going to be dunes, but like really
all
tricky.
of it is dunes.
Right.
Very, I would say there's going to be roads, but dirt roads. But I would say like at least 70% is going to be just dunes.
They did say that this is going to be one of the sandiest Dakar rallies so far.
Definitely.
But you did mention that around...
Very little rally stages.
Right.
Rally, no? Dunes, and lots of dunes.
You did mention that around here, around Arequipa, there's going to be some canyons.
You have the canyons, but I'm not sure. That was your comment.
That's all right.
Sure. I'm not sure what canyons they're going to use, but one of them is full of you call it bull dust?
Bull dust, yeah.
And lots of rocks.
Right. That's
but I'm not sure if they're going to use
it
near Arequipa, because Arequipa has become in the last years too full of people living everywhere. So in the middle of the desert, you can have someone that has a mining project.
Right.
So near Arequipa, I wouldn't think. No, maybe near to Moquegua, or between Moquegua and Tacna. Yes.
And you said the combination...
Fiscal, between Fiscal and Moquegua and Tacna.
The canyons are tricky because underneath the bull dust there's the rocks, right?
There's
and you
rocks.
can't see them, and that's where
you
it can
can
get really
break your car or your bike. You can really destroy it.
Right. And then after
Plus
Arequipa,
the heat.
Yeah.
You've seen the heat in Arequipa now
it's rising.
It has never been like that.
Yeah.
No? And you have to be very careful in the dunes. Don't forget about it. So from 11 o'clock to 3 in the afternoon, you have to really be concentrated, because you can't look. You can't distinguish if the dune is going to cut or it looks like it's straight.
Really? So how can you tell?
You can't. Some people use different colors of glasses, but I haven't tried that. I don't go really fast, because we just. But you have to really be concentrated.
Because that's
the only way.
That's where you said all that YouTube footage that you see people tumbling off of cliffs. That's why it happens, right?
Because they can't look. They can't tell. Yeah. It looks like it's completely how do you say it?
Straight flat.
Straight flat, and then it makes a slight
incline,
elevation, and then you fly. The other side is like straight cut.
You did say that the color of the sand can tell you a lot about what the surface is going to be like. Is there a way to tell?
Normally wind moves all of the dunes. No, they're never the same. So you can you have like strangest
like
waves in the sand, and you can know from where to where the sand is blowing, and depending on that you can see different colors. Normally, in one side of the dune, you're going to see one color, and the other side, the other color.
And this is what it's going to be like from Arequipa to Tacna and Moquegua. That's all dunes, correct?
No. Arequipa to...
Sorry, from Tacna to
I would
Moquegua.
say the only dunes in Arequipa, lots of dunes, we don't have them. Tanaka, I'm not sure if Tanaka is from Arequipa, but we have them in there's a new place that maybe it's gonna be in Dakar, but I don't know that part. It's Acari. But dunes in Arequipa, proper dunes, no. You have them in Hilo. Hilo. And Hilo is
correct?
Like 300 south, southwest. Hilo is at least 350 kilometers, 320 kilometers from Arequipa. And the dunes are also near the ocean.
So this is going to be a really spectacular part.
Yes, it's going to be very nice because you have plenty of different dunes. You have technical dunes, you have fast, how do you call it? Fast, like, it's not a road, but fast desert between the dunes. You have small elevations, big elevations, you have really steep elevations of dunes, and you have the technical parts. Yeah. I suppose they're not going to do them because half of the competitors would stay there. No? And also the sand is different than at north.
How is it different?
It looks like the sand in Iquique, Chile.
Okay.
It's orange. The color is completely different. It's like orange or dark orange in certain parts, and it's different. It's also thicker.
So it's not as soft?
Certain parts. But the softest is Tanaka, you know, and it's white sand. It's completely different. It looks like the sand you have on the beach.
So for somebody like me, I'm gonna chase the Dakar on my own motorcycle. At least I'm gonna try.
Yes, of course.
Which stages do you think are gonna be the most impressive, and which are, which ones can I reach on the bike? Because some of them are quite into the desert, right? So it's not that easily accessible.
Normally, the bivacs are near the road.
Okay.
Yes, normally they're near the road. And where can you see the race? Normally a week before the start of Dakar, there's an official page. I think it's Dakar 2019. And the Dakar organizers publish small maps of each stage. Those maps, you can use them as a reference of where the start point is and where the finish point is. And if you have the patience to do it, you can just kind of over... You have Google Earth,
Yeah, or GPS
then
map.
you expand it, and then you more or less check where it is. You're not going to miss by much.
Okay.
No, it's a reference, but sometimes it can help you a lot. Okay. And the other is once you have a reference, always look at the how do you call it? Spectator areas. And you can't go inside alone. You have to be always with someone because it's tough inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a big deal in Peru, the Dakar Rally, right? So there's going to be loads and loads of people following.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's like a whole new
I'm
rally.
not sure if following, but yes, at least. Whoa, who knows? Following all of the Dakar, not so many, because it's a really long trip from Lima to Tacna and back.
Yeah.
It means like I would say there's a stage from San Juan de Marcona to Arequipa. There's how do you call it again?
Liaison stage.
Yeah, that is at least driving in normal traffic. That's what they do. I would say it's at least 8 hours, 9 hours.
Right. Yeah, that's a long way.
So everybody's not gonna do it, no. But you're gonna have lots of people from each town in each spectator area.
What stages are you looking forward the most?
I'm gonna try to do them all, no? But I'm looking forward to Tanaka and the stage, all of them really, no? At the beginning, you have all of the competitors, and on their way back from Arequipa, there's gonna be much less, but the really spectacular stages is gonna be at the way back, no? And Tanaka is going to be the best.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Paul, thank you so much. And I will see you at the race.
Yes, of course.